Shalom. Before I get started with this lesson, I'd like to give all praise, honor, and infinite glory unto the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Bahasham, Yahweh Shai Bahasham, Rachakwadash. Double honors unto the head apostles and elders of the Great Millstone, who do rule well and teach well. Shalom. And to the elders and the elder bishops of Great Millstone as well. Shalom, shalom. Peace, love, salutations, and blessings unto the hope for the elect, and a hearty shalom to the sincere brethren laboring across the four winds of the earth, giving diligence to make their calling and election sure. Shalom, shalom. So this lesson is inspired through the Spirit by the book of 2nd Ezra, the 13th chapter. 2nd Ezra, the 2nd chapter, and the 13th verse. Shalaki, it's about 6 in the morning where I'm at, so bear with me. This is a lesson that's inspired by the book of 2nd Ezra, the 2nd chapter, the 13th verse. And it reads, "Go, and ye shall receive. Pray for 3 days unto you that they may be shortened. The kingdom is already prepared for you. Watch." And the scriptures say that those days will be shortened for the elect's sake. And between January 1st and January 30th, which is today's date, we've seen a lot of things that pertain to end time prophecy as far as events happen. NATO saying that they're preparing for war with Russia. Well, eventually America's going to get drawn in that. And all those nations, eventually they're going to launch nukes over here. People getting chips in their brain. Elon Musk just announced that the first person just received Neuralink and allegedly is doing fine, quote unquote. You have thousands upon thousands of people getting in through the southern border, military-age men from countries that don't like America. You have Texas preparing for a civil war, allegedly because of this thing. You have also other states joining, looking to join Texas, because the scripture said that there will, the Egyptians will be against the Egyptians, Isaiah 19:2. You have also earthquakes in diverse places, flooding. The World Economic Forum announcing that this is the first year of the New World Order, at Davos. And the scriptures say that, well, the scriptures better yet give us a checklist of what to look for in the book of Matthew, the 24th chapter, the book of 2nd Ezra, Salakia. It's a little early where I'm at. The book of 2nd Ezra, the 9th chapter. It also says that there will be uprisings of the people as well. We see that happening in places all around the world because people are mad, at the rulers and the rulership. People are mourning, because who's in rulership? Esau, Edom, and the wicked elite. This is the book of 2nd Ezra, the 2nd chapter, the 13th verse. And it reads, "Go, and you shall receive. Pray for 3 days unto you that they may be shortened." And what did the Lord tell the disciples in the book of Matthew, the 24th chapter, the 22nd verse? That those days will be shortened for the elect's sake. And it seemed like this month just breezed by, through the Spirit. And as the month breezed by, there was just constant news update after constant news update after constant news update, of things that we look for as far as pertaining to end time prophecy happening. And Barak Yahweh Shai Shai, that we can understand and know these things and realize that we're that much closer to the end. This is Matthew 24 and 22. And he reads, "And except those days should be shortened, and except those days should be shortened, there should be no flesh saved, but for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened." Because Yahweh Shai, he died for the elect. And it's comfort knowing, ultimately that all these things that are happening because we're that much closer to the kingdom, including the bug out train, guys speaking damnable heresies, doctrines of devils, hypocrisy, so on and so forth. Because you have the men with the 100% truth on the planet, or you have to have opposition. Just like it was in the ancient days. And those men who were in the ancient world who were against the ministry, they're back. The scriptures say, the Lord, he's going to come. He's going to come, it says in the book of Revelation, the 1st chapter, the 7th verse, every eye shall see him, man. Even those that pierced him. So the Romans are here. They're in rulership, the wicked elite, Everything is playing out according to prophecy, man. And Barak Yahweh Shai Shai, that we understand and know these things and are comforted by them. This is 2nd Ezra, the 2nd chapter, and the 13th verse. And it reads, "Go, and you shall receive, pray for 3 days unto you that they may be shortened. Those days will be shortened for the elect's sake. The kingdom is already prepared for you. Watch. And the Lord is working, man. Let's get that. Matter of fact, let's get some. This is good as well. This is 2 Ezra 5, verse 1 in the newly revised standard version, or the RSV, and it says signs of the end. That's beautiful, because all these things that are that were mentioned through the Spirit in the first minute of the lesson or so, NATO, preparing for war against Russia, as far as the gathering of the troops, in the valley of Yehoshaphat, and those other countries getting involved. Well, that's end time prophecy. Wars and rumors of wars. Damnable heresies, doctrines of devils, scoffers, mockers, coming up to the camps. Well, that's end time prophecy. It says in the last days there'll be scoffers, mockers, roughly paraphrasing. Also, another end time prophecy that we're looking out for, that we're constantly giving warning about, is the mark of the beast, which is the RFID implantable microchip. And just yesterday, there was news announced by Elon Musk that a person received the chip, and is allegedly doing fine, and expect more news to come out about that chip. Also, flying microchips that can detect, if you have, let's just get it, because I was reading it last night and I was going to put up something. But let's go to thepeoplesvoice.tv. I just read the article header. I don't want this to be too long, but I don't want to butcher the point. Yeah. Let's go back here. Yeah. Bear with me. Yeah. So World Economic Forum unveils flying microchips that can detect thought crimes and disable your brain. And I wouldn't be surprised, when people who take that charagma, that they can actually do this, with that technology. That's what the Lord told the punishment for taking it in the book of Revelation, the 14th chapter. Also, people who take it, you're going to be tormented, in the form of the fire and brimstone. That's going to be the thermonuclear fire. But also, you're going to have, a grievous sore, CA to the N to the C to the E to the R. That's what it causes. WEF, the World Economic Forum, unveils flying microchips that can detect thought crimes and disable your brain. And what the World Economic Forum also announced through Davos at that conference in Switzerland, which is literally the highest point, or one of the highest points in Europe, a summit. Well, they also announced that this is the first year of the New World Order, which will be confounded. Also, I was going to put some on wax about this, but I'll just announce it in the video, but it's all good. This is a World Health Organization chief warns independent media spreads so much truth it's hurting NWO agenda. And that's the dreadful sound that's in the ear of the wicked elite. And also those who are reigning 1 hour with this beast. Because this guy right here, Tedros, he's from Eastern Africa, most likely a Cushite. Let's get real quick, because that's end time prophecy as well. 2 Ezra 6 and 27. And it reads, it's like it. And it reads, for evil shall be put out and deceit shall be quenched. As for faith, it shall flourish. Corruption shall be overcome, and the truth, which had been so long without fruit, shall be declared. And that's what's happening. The truth is being declared, and it's quenching, all the fiery darts of the wicked. It's what it's doing is it's exposing Esau, Edom, and the wicked elite and their plans. They can't control the narrative. And Barak Yahweh Shem Shai. This is 2 Ezra 5:1, and it reads, "Now concerning the signs," if you read this in the KJV, it'll say the tokens, going into what we're supposed to look out for, to watch for. And the Lord is working, man. The Lord is working. Let's get that as well. I'll probably get one more or two more wrap on up. Habakkuk, the 1st chapter and the 5th verse, and it reads, this is Habakkuk 1:5, and it reads, "Behold ye among the heathen, and regard and wonder marvelously, for I will work a work in your days which ye would not believe, though it be told you." And the Lord is working. He's working. He's working. And Barak Yahweh Shem Shai, that we can recognize and understand, what's happening in the planet and filter to the scriptures and get comfort. This is Habakkuk 1:5 in the NLT. Wow, this is beautiful. This is Habakkuk 1:5 in the NIV, and it reads, "Look at the nations and watch and be utterly amazed. For I am doing something in your days which that you would not believe, even if it were told." Who's going to believe ultimately the report that the prophets have, the hopeful elect? Isaiah 53:1. To whom is the arm of the Lord believed, man? I butchered it. Let me get it. Slakia. I hate when I misquote scriptures. This is Isaiah 53:1. Who have believed our report, going into the doctrine, the word, and to whom is the arm of the Lord revealed, the hopeful elect. Those are the ones who are going to believe. And that's what we do these lessons. That's why we do these lessons, and that's what we do these lessons for. That's what we do our street teaching for. Most of the time when we're going out speaking, doing street speaking, we're speaking to the camera. Like 98% of the time, 98% of the time. With certain camps, it may be a little lower of a number because you may have more people coming up and being sincerely listening. But, literally when I go to street teach, literally 98% of the time, I'm speaking directly into the camera because very few people, come up and inquire. It's only really for the elect. Barak Yahweh Shem Shai, for ultimately giving us the privilege to take part in this. Adon Rathazah, he keeps us to the end, man. Let's get 2 Ezra 5:1 in the Revised Standard Version. "Now concerning the signs, behold, the days are coming when those who dwell on the earth shall be seized with great terror, and the way of truth shall be hidden," because that's what this is. This is a secret council. This is a secret council because it's only for the elect to understand. And that was a beautiful point that the beloved Elder Kazak made in this video when he made the point of, these people out in the world, they see the prophets, all the time. They walk by, camp. They'll walk by, he said Walmart, but they'll walk by a camp, or they may see you in the grocery store. They may see you doing your everyday thing, bump into you, on the train or on the bus, or at the local, we have chains like Vons. They have chains like, I don't know, East Coast grocery stores, but, just the grocery store, and they'll walk right by you, they'll walk right by you while you're street teaching, ignore you, may even disrespect or mock or scoff. They may even open up the Bible and try to throw out a few precepts to try to confound, and that's all prophecy as well. This is really only for the elect, man. "And the way of the truth shall be hidden, and the land shall be barren of faith." And we see that because we live in a faithless generation. That's a faithless generation. That's a good precept. Yeah. Wow. There's another one that's in the epistles. I want to say it's in the epistles, but it may not be worded that way. It's all good. It's not what I was looking for, but it's all good. Let me get one more precept. I'll wrap on up. This is 2 Ezra 2 and 13 again from the top. Go, and ye shall receive. Pray for 3 days unto you, that they may be shortened. The kingdom is already prepared for you. Watch. And what the Lord tell us in Luke, the 21st chapter. I'll just get it. Luke 21 and 28. And it reads, and when these things come to pass, what wars and rumors of wars, earthquakes in diverse places, we see the implementation of the chip. And ultimately, we're in the promotion phase of the chip right now. The promotion phase where they're promoting it. They're introducing it to society and making it cool, making it acceptable for those who are meant to take it, setting the snare. And it's actually Yahweh Bashim Yahushai using the wicked elite to set the snare. Wars and rumors of wars, the apostates popping up with all sorts of, weird, goofy doctrines. The uprisings of the people, people not regarding their kings nor princes nor government. Civil war, wars and rumors of wars. The Egyptians against the Egyptians. Well, all these things are talked about in the Holy Scriptures. And we're able to filter these things, precept upon precept, that happen through the Holy Scriptures, and get comfort and get confirmation that we're in the end times. And Barakati Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. This is Luke 21 and 28. And when those things begin to come to pass, then look up, and lift up your heads, for your redemption draweth nigh. And ultimately, that's what we're looking forward to, in the form of looking up. Adon Ratazah, we endure to the end. And ultimately being drawn up in that fathership, because that's the goal of this ministry, is to be ultimately saved from the destruction, and ultimately, Adon Ratazah, given rulership in the first dominion. So I'm going to read this precept one more time. I'm going to close on out. Lord, you were edified, and you found this lesson comforting. This is Luke 21 and 28. And it reads, and when those things begin to come to pass, wars and rumors of wars, earthquakes in diverse places, the chip being pushed, the wicked elite speaking more and more draconian, the bug out train, the doctrine of the devils, flooding, earthquakes in diverse places, talks of civil war. And when those things begin to come to pass, then look up and lift up your heads, for your redemption draweth nigh. So our redemption draws nigh, man. So I'll go into the book of 2 Ezra, the 2nd chapter, the 13th verse again, and I'm going to close on out right here. Go, and you shall receive. Pray for 3 days unto you, that they may be shortened. The days will be shortened for the elect's sake. The kingdom is already prepared for you. Watch. Matter of fact, Thawadi Abashim Yashai. Luke 21 and 36. And it reads, Luke 21 and 36. This is the one I was looking to get as well. Watch ye therefore and pray always. Watch ye therefore and pray always. And we're throwing up prayers constantly, for the Lord to protect us, to give us more faith, more understanding, to, give us the spirit to endure unto the end, praying for each other. Watch ye therefore and pray always, that ye may be accounted worthy. That's what we want to be accounted for. Worthy. To escape all these things that shall come to pass, and to stand before the Son of Man. And be told, well done, good and faithful servant. So, Lord, you were edified. I'd like to give all praise, honor, and infinite glory. In closing this lesson, to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rachakwadash. Double honors unto the head apostles and elders of the Great Millstone, who do rule well and teach well. Shalom unto the elders and the elder bishops of Great Millstone as well. Shalom. Peace, love, salutations, and blessings unto the hopeful elect, and a hearty shalom to the sincere brethren laboring across the four winds of the earth, giving diligence to make their calling and election sure. Shalom. And until next time, next lesson, next cap session, shalom, abba.